Hey friends, it is Friday morning here at Daybird Aviaries. My name is Robert Day. I am the bird master here. I'm going to film this kind of fast and furious, a one-shot wonder, if you will. I got to kind of be in a hurry. Jeremiah is here helping me.
Hello.
Last spring and summer, I did a video series on Fridays called Baby Bird Friday. And then when I no longer had baby birds to feed later in the fall, I did a Feed My Pet Friday. Well, today's going to be a baby bird Friday, and I'm hand feeding some baby birds that we have. It's February in Alabama. You want to give me those littlest babies, Jerry? And it's wintertime, and it is brutally cold. Now, our aviaries are heated. We keep them about 50 degrees, but that's still way too cool for little babies like this, and I just tumbled them over, and that's okay. They kind of roll around on their own. But these are green cheek conures, and these are, again, tiny little babies that have just hatched. They hatch naturally with their parents. I would normally have left them with the parents for several weeks, but because of the cold, even with the heat lamp shining on the box keeping it warm, I was just really scared. So basically, to save the life of these little birds, I have brought them inside and have kept them in a brooder, and I'm just using this syringe, just little bitty bits, just a drop of formula at a time. Their little head was no bigger than your pinky fingernail, and they seriously only hold about a drop at a time. Now, you know birds don't have stomachs like we do. They have this little pouch of skin in the front that's part of their digestive system. That is called a crop, and that holds a portion of food, and then it goes further through their digestive system into the proventriculus, which is, well, it's what we call the gizzard. I'm not force feeding anything. I'm just simply, I'm using this flexible tip on the syringe, and I'm just introducing one drop of food at a time in their tiny little mouths. Now, that is a Patagonian conure that you hear in the background. That's just an indoor pet of ours. It is the one that you see in the profile picture sitting on my wife Daniela's shoulders. It's a tame bird. Also, he is a nudist. He came to us almost completely naked. He allows most of his feathers to grow in, but he's still partially nude. So during the summer, sometimes he spends time outdoors with the other birds, but during the winter, he spends his time inside with Moose the macaw and Baby the cockatoo that's not a cockatoo, but is really a kike. Now, the parents of these little babies, these green cheek conures, the dad is a cinnamon turquoise mutation, and the mom is a yellow-sided turquoise mutation. I can tell that this is a boy because he has dark eyes, because I know how the mutations work and how they are inherited. I know that all of the babies from this pair, now this will not work with every pair, so don't go home and say, well, my baby is this, that, or the other, so it must be a girl. But I know that if these babies from this pair of birds hatch with red eyes, that they are going to be cinnamons, because cinnamons hatch, cinnamon mutation green cheek conures, whether they are turquoise or dilute or just what we call the green series cinnamon, they hatch with red eyes. And so that third baby, the one I just put back, had dark black eyes, so I know he is a boy. This one has pink red eyes, so I know that it is a little girl. So that's how I know the colors on those. Jeremiah, will you put these back, please? And I have two more babies that we're hand feeding. These are Indian ringneck parakeets. They're older and they're larger because they're older. They're also larger because Indian ringnecks are larger birds. Now, with this pair, the parents that produced these babies, I can also tell if the babies are boys or girls when they hatch, the same way because of eye color. The dad is a pallid mutation. He's actually a gray pallid, which is a type of albino, and he has red eyes. And the mom does not have red eyes, and so any babies that hatch that have red eyes, I know it's a girl. Because that is a sex-linked mutation, it passes from father to daughter. In order for a baby to be a visual, actually be the color of a sex-linked mutation, the mother must be visually that mutation. So in order for the boys from this pair to be visually pallid, they must have come from a mother that was pallid. And that's not the case. Their mother is a violet turquoise. And so any daughters that come from this pair would have red eyes and would be pallid. Either pallid blue, pallid gray, pallid turquoise, pallid violet turquoise. You get the idea. And the boys would not be pallid. Now pallid makes a lighter color bird, kind of a silvery, cinnamony color. And so I know that these two are boys. They're male Indian ringnecks. And they're not girls because they don't have red eyes. Now I know that is probably just as clear as mud and is really confusing. And so, thanks for listening to me ramble. If you're not interested in genetics, then just ignore everything I said and just give me a thumbs up because you like the pretty little birds. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.